हे सगळं बघितलंय का?
व्हिडिओ ऑफ करा मॅडम. व्हिडिओ ऑफ करा. त्याला पुढे मॅडम आता खुर्ची घालून येतात नाही पडत मॅडम ऑफ कर व्हिडिओ ऑफ कर. करू का? कमी झाले अर्धे झाले बघा. मॅडम
Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all in this afternoon session. I request Dr. Madhumita Nayak to introduce our today's expert. Please, ma'am.
Hello, good morning all. I welcome you all to the afternoon session of fifth day of 7-day FDP on e-content development and research. I hope you all are enjoying the sessions. Soon we'll be starting the session to be conducted by Dr. Suvarna Patil. I take this opportunity to introduce her to you all. Dr. Suvarna Patil is working with Bharati Vidyapit from last 16 years and has industrial experience of 1 year. She has completed her MCA, Diploma in Intellectual Property Law and PhD. She has deep interest in soft computing skills, data mining, big data, especially research in the field of fuzzy logic, neural network. She has worked as a technical writer for newspapers like Maharashtra Times and others. She has published 6 research papers in different journals. She has conducted one-day workshop, guest lectures on big data analysis, data mining, PHP and artificial intelligence, effective communication network security at various colleges in Sangli and Kolhapur. She has written 2 books with ISBN on subject web supporting technology and software engineering for distance education department Bharati Vidyapit Pune. I welcome her to the session and request her to start the session. Welcome, madam. But before that, I request you all to keep your mics mute and keep your videos off so that it will not disturb others. Now I hand over the session to the ma'am, Dr. Suvarna Patil ma'am. Request to start the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Can anyone write in chat window? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon to you all. Today, my topic for the presentation is Creative Commons licenses. So let me share my screen. Creative Commons licenses is a now demand of a time that everyone in e-content development should keep in mind. What is Creative Commons? Now, it is a actually internationally active non-profit organization that provides free licenses for the creator for using the material when making available to the public. So it is actually a non-profit organization which helps for the creator to create a work and make it available for the public. Now, these licenses help the creator to give permission for others to use the work in advance under certain conditions. Creative Commons licenses are designed to let others know how they may use a work without infringing the copyright. Basically, it was founded in the year 2001. You see what is importance and need of Creative Commons. Now, whenever we see some material, whenever we search any material on internet, we browse something, any image or text or video, you may find this symbol, that is a symbol of copyright. So every time a work is created, such as an article written or photograph taken, that work is automatically protected by a copyright. That protection right prevents others from using the work in certain way, such as copying the work or putting it online. Now the other side, extreme side, is this symbol. It is public domain. So some material can come under public domain. So whenever you find this symbol, we can easily use the material, we can copy it, we can distribute it, anything is allowed. So public domain, everything is allowed. So here CC license comes in between in the picture of copyright and public domain. Now here CC license allow the creator of the work to select how they want others to use the work. Now when a creator releases their work under CC license, members of the public know what they can do or what they can't do with this work. This means that they only need to seek a creator's permission when they want to use the work in a way not permitted by the license. So whatever is permitted in the license, for that the user should not take any permission from the creator. The great thing is that all CC licenses allow works to be used for educational purpose. So as a result, teachers and students freely can copy, share the work whenever is required. They can modify, they can remix the work without seeking any permission of the creator. So basically CC licenses adjust the mismatch between what technology allows and what copyright restricts. Let's move ahead. Let's see what CC licenses allows you. So CC licenses allows you copy the work. For example, you can download, you can upload, you can photocopy, or you can scan the work. You can distribute the work. So here provides copies of the work to the teachers, that is for distribution purpose. You can distribute the work to students, teachers, parents, as well as the community. Third thing, CC license allows you to display the work. So for example, for any performance, playing a sound or recording on stage or in a class, so that thing is displaying the work is allowed. The last thing is communicate the work. With the help of CC license, you can communicate the work with others, that is making available online for any school purpose, college purpose, or maybe under learning management system, or maybe a blog. So in the morning session, we have seen the concept of blog. So with the help of blog, whatever work you have created, you can communicate the work with the help of blog. Some CC license also let you make other uses. However, these are the base user rights provided for all CC material. Let's go ahead. Now, what are the rules for the user when he is using the material? So as a user, you are using any material which comes under CC license. The user of the material, what he should do, he should always attribute the creator of the work. Second, you should get the permission from the creator to do anything that goes beyond the terms of license. So for making any commercial use of the work or creating a derivation, modification in the work, where the license does not permit this. In that case, you have to take a permission from the creator. Next, keep any copyright notice attached to the work intact on all copies of the work. So you cannot modify the copyright notices which is attached to the work, original work. When you are using the work, you should indicate and link the license from any copies of the work. And the last, wherever you are making a change, you should acknowledge the original work and indicate what changes you are making, what changes have been made in the work. So that is important when you're the rules when you are using the material which is created by the other user, which comes under CC licenses. In addition, when you use any CC material, you must not alter the terms of license, add any technologies to the work that restrict the other people from using it under the terms of license. Now there are some 4 basic standard license elements. We'll see one by one. The first is attribution. On this slide, we'll see the 4 icons as well as the abbreviation used, and I will explain the term. So if you find this symbol anywhere on the website, this symbol indicates it has an attribution. So the short form abbreviation is BY. So for any CC material, this you will find this symbol BY. The next basic standard license element, this basic symbol icon is non-commercial. So the sign is there. So you can't earn the money, you can't make a money from this material. If you want to force like that, you can use this symbol. So I can say my work is under non-commercial. So file sharing, educational use, film festivals or anything is allowed, but advertising and non-profit uses are not allowed. So the next symbol is this no derivative work. The short form abbreviation used is ND. No derivation, it means the work can only be used exactly how it is. The work cannot be adapted or modified in any way. This means if you want to make any change in the material, you should take extra permission from the user. The third and last symbol icon used in standard license element is share alike, SA. This symbol is used if you find any material with this symbol, it means share alike. What it means, any new work produced by using this material must be made available under the same license as the original work. So you can't make any changes in the license. In the same license, you should use when you are creating the material and when you're using this material. For example, if you remix a work under an attribution share alike license, you have to release the new work you create under an attribution share alike license. Now these 4 symbols are there. These elements allow the creator to select the different ways they want the public to use their work. The creator can mix and match the elements to produce their own CC license as they want. This process is very simple and quick way for a creator to indicate how they wish their work to be used. Now, by making use of this 4 symbol, what different combinations we can have. So this slide will explain you 6 mostly used CC licenses you will find on any material which is available on the internet. Now see the chart, see the table. The first symbol everywhere will be CC. It means the material comes under Creative Commons license. The second symbol you will find compulsory, it is BY. It means the attribution is required. So for any material, if you find this symbol, the attribution is required. So in some material, you will find this combination. It means attribution alone. The acronym is BY, abbreviation is BY. The second combination is CC by ND. It is short form. It is called as CC by ND, or just we can say by ND. Now it is for commercial as well as non-commercial. What we can do under this license, you can copy, you can redistribute, means publish, display, perform, communicate the work, and as well as you can license to others. The third category is by SA or CC by SA. Attribution plus share alike symbol is there. So it means when you are licensing the same copy, same license, you should forward to the others. The next symbol is CC by NC. It is non-commercial. So the next three combinations will have this symbol: non-commercial, non-commercial, non-commercial. So it means the person who is using this material cannot make a money from this material. You are using education video created by some other person, and for your tuitions, for your classes, you're playing that video and you're making money from that. And if this symbol exists, you are infringing the copyright, or you can infringing the license element. The next is CC by NC ND. So it's a combination of three basic elements: CC by NC ND. Here it means the copy is allowed, distribution is allowed, but you cannot make any change, no derivatives, adoption and modifications are not allowed, and it is a non-commercial purpose. The last combination is CC by NC SA, that is attribution is required, non-commercial purpose, you can use it, and share alike, means whatever license the original creator has used, you can't make change to that license. So the digital technologies have revolutionized the way in which content is created and shared in education. Teacher and student alike can communicate, share, modify all kinds of content, from video or image, from music, in a new and interesting ways. Now, this one more slide will explain you what is OER and what doesn't comes under OER. The side explains that on the upper side, if you see carefully, the symbol is there, it is public domain, and at the lower side you can have a symbol as copyright. So restriction more will come under copyright and no restriction will be there in a public domain. So the other elements, other combinations comes in between. So as you go up, every material comes under free use. So anybody can use it, anybody can do anything they want. That comes under public domain. As you go down, it is saying it is list free. So it comes under Creative Commons, and below that you can have a copyright symbol. So here we are restricting the user from using it. On the right side, you can see the green arrow. It means whatever comes in between this arrow, it is actually OER, open educational resources. The term is trending in this lockdown period. So open educational resources, and whatever these two symbol combinations comes here, it is not an OER. So if the material is under copyright or CC by NCND or CC by ND, you cannot have any modification. Modifications are not allowed. Now again, this slide is self-explanatory. It has various combinations if you see it carefully. Now this is kind of the same copy where upper side there is public domain, and these 6 different combinations are shown here. If you go down here, it has displayed with various colors. Arrows are there, tick marks are there. Yellow symbol means you can distribute the work. This orange symbol, it means you can attribute, you should attribute the work. Red is for you can use the work for commercial purpose. Green is for you can modify, and blue is for license purpose. You should have, you can choose the license type. Now see this side. Here all combinations are given. Now if you see the public domain row, this row comes under public domain. What it means? Yellow tick, this is cross, this is tick, this is tick, and this is tick. So it is self-explanatory. Here copy and publish is allowed. Attribution is not required because it comes under public domain. It is, you can use it for commercial purpose, you can modify, you can adopt, and you can change the license also. If you see CC by, all ticks are there. Okay, so you can distribute, you can attribute, you can use it commercially. Everything is allowed in this part. CC by SA, only one thing is not allowed, as we are saying it is share alike. You can't change the license type. Again, CC by ND, so modifications are not allowed here, and changing license is also not allowed, because by changing the material you are changing the license type also. CC by NC, only commercial use. See here, commercial use, it is not allowed. Other things are allowed here. CC by NCSA, Now here again, as it is non-commercial, the symbol is there, commercial use is not allowed, and you cannot change the license because SA symbol is there, SA icon is there. And the last row, CC by NC, ND, attribution is required, no commercial use, no modifications are allowed, and no change in the license is allowed. So this slide will explain you more about CC license. On this side, all 6 combinations are given. On this side, all combinations are explained, what is allowed and what is not allowed. So hence further, whenever you find any material on internet with this symbol, you can know it key under what license it comes. So whenever you find only CC, it means the material comes under Creative Commons. When you find this symbol, it means it is by BY. You can repeat, you can revise the things. Whenever you find this symbol, you can see it is share alike SA. Whenever you find this icon equal to no derivatives, whenever you find this symbol, it comes under non-commercial. So this is 4 basic symbol and all combinations. The use of digital forums like websites or blogs in a classroom is rapidly expanding. And with these new opportunities, there come various copyright challenges. So it's a challenge as a teacher when you are referring any material, we should not come under any copyright problem, copyright infringement problem. So there are some good sources of CC material. So if you're looking for a specific types of content, it can sometimes be easier. Directly go to a website which hosts the type of CC material you are looking for. Now this slide will explain you if you're finding, if you're searching for any material, where you can find the material. If you want images, you can browse these kind of websites. Good images you can find on Europina, Flickr, OpenPhoto, Trove, and Pixabay. So these are the repositories for free images. Anybody can use these images for their own purpose, but you should always refer to the what type of license is provided with the image. Second thing, if you want any audios, music, sound, you can refer to these websites, CC Mixer, Freesound, and Jamendo. So this will provide you any music file which doesn't come under copyright problem. And now videos, if you want any videos, YouTube is a good source, no doubt, we'll go for that. You can find free videos from blip.tv as well as Engage Media. It's again a good source of videos. Now we'll have a demonstration how to find any material from Google, from website, from internet. The first option, you can Google it using Google Advanced Search. If you are searching for any image or any material, if you are using searching for videos from YouTube, you can certainly make use of filters which are available on YouTube that will have a demonstration. And third most important thing is you can use the official website, that is creativecommons.org, official website of Creative Commons. I will just share the screen where I will go for the Google Advanced Search. Okay, so this is Google Advanced Search, from where you can search anything you want. Now, as I have opened this directly, you can go on Google and you can click on type here Advanced Search. So Google Advanced Search. So you can, I'll just zoom it. You can see it clearly. It is under Advanced Search. Google option is given. Now suppose I want to search something here. I want to search for the images of river. So there are many options available. You can try later this exact word if you want. Any of these word, various combinations are given. But right now we are interested in Creative Commons. So if you go below here, you can see user rights. So here comes Creative Commons in picture. These are the licenses provided by the Creative Commons. So whatever you want, you can click here. I will use a free to use, share or modify even commercially. I click on Advanced Search. So I can find the images here. You see labeled for reuse with modification. So whatever filter you have applied, you will get all the images under that. Now whatever websites I was referring, that some websites you can see here, Pixabay. So it provides you free images. So if you can go here, you can copy the image. Now this image comes under the filter which you have applied. Now what happens when you search without using any keyword? So if I search here river, it will give me some 100 or more than, we can say, 1000 images over here. Now when you restrict your search under Google Advanced Search, you may find some 500 images because it is according to your filter. Now what happens when you refer to any image that is not under Advanced Search or not under any Creative Commons license? Now this is a website, or this is an image which is displayed on this website. Now if you go down here, or for any website, you will find this symbol. You can see here the C symbol, copyright. So whatever material available on this website, if you try to copy, you will have the problem of copyright infringement. So there is a symbol of copyright. So you can't use the material, any material. So it restricts the use of the material when it comes under copyright. So that is the advantage when you are using this Google Advanced Search, when you are searching any image using these filters of Advanced Search. Now there are various options you can try. Suppose I again search for the river. I want to search in a particular domain or a particular website. Suppose I want to search the image under .com domain, and suppose free to use and share or modify. I click on Advanced Search. So all these images, what I will see, that comes under river. I want to search for a website with images and the domain is .com. So all these images will come under .com, and under whatever filter you have applied, it is labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification. Fine. So that is for Google Advanced Search, Google Search, when you are searching anything from internet. So hence further, when you are searching anything, if you don't want to violate any copyright, you can directly go for these filters, Google Advanced Search. Now the second thing, you want to search something on YouTube. So what you do, suppose for this semester, I'm teaching for a subject that is Python. And for reference purpose, I'm just watching some videos for Python. So I've searched the keyword Python. I will see these videos. I will find this all list of videos under Python. Now suppose I click on any video. This is having had. So I'll click on this. I've made it pause. So if I click on this video, I click on show more. This video has not displayed anything, whether it is under copyright or public domain or CC license. Fine. So now I want to search a video that comes under Creative Commons. So see it carefully. There is an option of filter over here. So when you are searching any video on YouTube, you can click on this filter. There are many filters provided by YouTube. If you want to see a video which is uploaded last hour, today, this week, this month, this year, you can click on this any filter, type of video, duration. Now we are again interested in this part, Creative Commons. So while applying the filter, I can click on Creative Commons. Now see, my search has narrowed down. I'll just zoom it. Now initially, if you only search using Python, it may again show you more videos. But if you apply the filter, the search has been narrowed down to limited videos. Now if I click over here for displaying any video, I'll just make it pause. I click on show more. Just go down. Now here you can see there is a license provided, Creative Commons Attribution License, reuse is allowed. So what is done here? The user creator of this video is saying that this video comes under Creative Commons, and he's stating that reuse is allowed. So we are not using any copyright. We are not restricting the user from using it. Fine. So when you are creating any video using any software like OBS or any mobile recorded video you are uploading on YouTube, you can apply your own license in what way you want to protect your work under Creative Commons. So while searching any video, again, hence further, you can apply this filter as per your choice. So this is under Creative Commons. This is about YouTube when you're searching any video. The last option is when you're searching something, you can go to the official website of creativecommons.org. This is the URL. I'm just okay. So you can see this. I'm just trying to put in a chat window. So creativecommons.org, it is founded in 2001. This website will help you to search any image. Now I'm clicking on search for images. I have put the URL of the website. So you can search any image if you want from here. Search for images. I don't know why it is not working, searching part. One second. Now this is a video uploaded by me on Creative Commons. I'll just pause the video. Here also, if you click on show more, it will show you the video comes under Creative Commons licenses. The searching is not working over here, but from this video, later on you can see that part, how to search an image from this particular website. So here you can search the option by using the filters, use commercially, modify or adopt. What is the benefit if you are using this video or this website of Creative Commons for searching purpose? For any image you see on this website, it has embedded the Creative Commons license. So on the image itself, you can find the symbol here, Creative Commons license symbol. So easily you can you will come to know that whether it is derivation is allowed or not. So in this video, you can see some images are there. Just one second. Okay, now see here in the video, it has displayed CC BY and this is share alike. So what is the benefit of using this website, official website? When you search any image, images are displayed with this attribution symbol, Creative Commons license symbol. So that is the benefit. I'll just make it off. We'll move to PPT. So we cannot completed the demonstration of this, but you can see it later on as I have given the URL in chat window. Now things to do for attribution. So when you are attributing any work, what you should keep in your mind, always credit the creator. So as a user, you should not hesitate to give a credit to the creator of the work. When you are using the work, you should provide the title of the work. So what is the work he has designed, he has done, he has created. You should provide the URL whenever where the work is hosted. Also indicate the type of license attached with the work. So indicating that title so that other can find out the license terms from this indicating the type of license. Third, last important thing, keep intact any copyright notices associated with the work. So you are not allowed to change any copyright notices which are attached to the work. So it is important to always check whether the creator has specified the particular attribution or not. Now, as a creator of the work, whatever part we have seen just now, that is for user of the work. Now, for as a creator, what you can do, how I can attach this symbol to my work as a creator. It may be a doc file, PDF file, video, or audio. So what I can do is I can again go to this Creative Commons website. We'll try one more time. For creating the work, again, you have to use the same site, creativecommons.org. Now, for this time, you have to click here, share your work. Now, I have created something. It may be a text, PDF, or video, audio, anything. Now, you want to share your work, and that comes under Creative Commons. You can click here. You want to share the work. Fine, it's working. So you can go here. You can click on Get Started. Now, suppose I've created a doc, I have created a video, and I want to use make use of this Creative Commons. So what you can do here, you can see this license features. What combination you want, you can select here. Now, by default, as I said, the CC and BY symbol will be always attached to any work which comes under Creative Commons. So just see carefully. If I click over here, it is yes. Now I click on no. See what changes over there. So as I've said, allow commercial uses of work, no. The symbol is added, NC, non-commercial purpose. If I click on yes, the symbol will go. So it is up to you as a creator what type of license you want. You can create the license type and you can attach to your work. Upper side, there is one more combination. We'll see. Allow adoption of work to be shared. Now I click here on no. See what changes happen over here. CC by non-commercial, and this symbol is for non-derivative. So the symbol is added as you click here on no, because I am as a creator, I am saying that there should not be any derivation modification in the work. If I click here, yes, as long as others share alike. One more symbol is added over here, that is share alike. So I am saying that whatever license I have attached, you should release the work with the same license type. Now what next? Now I suppose I want there should not be any modification in the work. So I'm saying no derivatives are allowed and non-commercial purpose the work should be used. So these four symbols are I want, this combination I want. You can go down. Whatever combinations you have taken, you will find this image over here. You can just copy the image, and wherever with your work you want to attach, you can use that image to your work. One more facility is given by this Creative Commons group is One second. There is a HTML code. Suppose you want to embed this license type in your website, you can just copy this code and paste it in your HTML file. So if you have created any HTML file or blog or anything, you can attach this HTML code in your file. So in this way, as a creator, I can create my own license. Fine. So that was a demonstration part we have covered. Now, as a for creating this presentation, I have referred these two websites, smartcopying.edu.au and creativecommons.org. So as a creator, you should not forget to include the license or your work. You can choose an appropriate license and you can add it to your work. You should link to the site also from where you have taken any material, any reference. That is important. For video, you can use that Creative Commons license part when you're uploading any video. If it is a doc file or a PDF file, again, you can make use of creativecommons.org to create your own symbol, your own combination, and you can attach to your work. So whenever you are doing any research or finding any material, you should always keep track of everything, whatever you are using. The most important part is CC is not an anti-copyright part. It believes in copyright and the right of creator to control the use of their work. CC just provides a voluntary tool to let the creator manage their own copyright. Now, in this era of e-content development and e-learning, everybody is either using a work or we are creating our own work. So when you are using the work, don't forget to attribute the creator of the work. And if you are creating your own work, you should always follow the Creative Commons licenses. Thank you. That is all for today. Now the session is open for question answer. I'll just open the chat window. Is there any question? You can unmute yourself.
If you have understood the concept of Creative Commons and the use and need, you can put your comments in chat window.
Thank you, Dr. Suvarna ma'am, for informative session. Now the session is open for question and answers. If you have any questions or queries, you can either ask or type in chat box.
मी अनम्यूट करते हो त्याला आणि बोलते. त्यांच्याकडे नाही देऊ शकत आणि तुम्ही विचारायचं ठरवू शकते आपण डायरेक्ट देतो. महादेव पाटील.
Madhav Patil. Do we have any copyrights for the particular templates that we may be using in designing PowerPoint slides and documents?
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for your question. Now, when you are using any material in PowerPoint, again, you should take care of whether it comes under copyright. And if you're violating any copyright infringement, there may be any problem. If the creator of the work comes to know that, you are making use of the material for commercial purpose, it may be a problem. So always you should refer to the websites or material which comes under Creative Commons. Is it okay, Mahadev Patil sir?
The second question comes from Manisha Madam. What is the difference between copyright and Creative Commons license?
Okay. The Creative Commons it removes the mismatch. It removes the mismatch between, or it will balance the public domain and copyright. Copyright, it prevents the use of the material. And if you use the material with copyright, you are making a copyright infringement. So that part is there. Creative Commons, it is a voluntary tool which will allow the creator to distribute the work in a way as he wants. Suppose I want my material should be used for commercial purpose, I can specify that. If I want there should not be any modification, I can specify that. So it's basically a voluntary tool which facility is not available in copyright.
Is it a copyright? One more question. Is it a copyright violation issue of being using PPT slides from SlideShare for education purpose?
Yeah, for that thing again we have to refer to the website, and on the lower side if they have given the copyright symbol, it always comes under copyright. And for education purpose basically there is no harm, but if you are using it for commercial purpose there will be a problem.
Then the next question from Dr. Sudhakar Bolte. How is this useful in research work and projects?
Okay, again for research work, when you are using any material, I should always cite, make a citation of the original creator, as well as if you are modifying anything, you can take a permission of the creator, and it should not come under any plagiarism problem. So if you are using the tool which checks the plagiarism and if percentage is very low, it might be allowed.
One last question, ma'am, from Pushpalata Patil, madam. How it will be help for research paper work?
Madam, again it depends on you. If you are making use of Creative Commons license, if you attach the combination of license with your work, it is up to you how you want the others to use your work. And basically as a researcher, just I said ki for education purpose it is allowed. Right now they are allowed, but no commercial use is allowed. So that is prohibited.
Now we come to the end of this session. Tomorrow we'll be having now we come to the end of the session. Tomorrow we'll have the session by Professor Dhanashree Sahasrabudhe on OBS. We'll start sharp at 9 o'clock, so join in time. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Huh?